So we're starting out this little vlog, which is just our little evening. I've currently just had a new little baby. He is 8 days old today. And I've got a little boy called Freddie, who is 2.5. Well, 2 and 3 months. Are you dancing? Oh, lovely. That's great dancing. Yep, so it is 5:30. We're going to get dinner on ASAP.
Peace.
And yeah, we'll take you with us. So, just started the vlog and Ronnie has already done a poo. And now I need to change his nappy. And as you can hear, he's very hungry. Hey. So we're going to have burgers tonight. Well, me and Freddie are. So do I want 2? I don't think I'll eat 2. Will I eat 2? No, we can have them another night if we just have 1 each. So I don't think Freddie will eat a full one. So oh, there's 6 in it. Actually, I might do 3. 3 today, 3 another day. Right. 1, 2, 3. So 3 burgers in there. And then we're just gonna have it with some chips from the freezer. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, leave him there. That's it, nicely. Good boy. Do you want to come and help me with dinner?
This.
Yeah.
Hello.
Ready, steady, jump. Wow, well done. So this is definitely a work in progress, need to tidy. But right now we need to get dinner back on. So I think I've seen people do it for like 15 minutes. We'll start, we'll sync and go. So this one will stay on hold until this one comes on to like 11 minutes or whatever I set it at. And then this one will start.
Hi, Didi.
We put Ronnie in his little rocking chair while we give it a bit of a tidy up. Tidy up. Where are we going to start? Should we start with the crayons? We give it a bit of a tidy up.
You? Ooh, did it now?
Did it?
Wow.
As the air fryer has just pinged, Ronnie has decided he wants the milk. That's life, isn't it? But, I mean, it'll stay warm for a bit. Oh, has it come out too fast? I know. It comes out fast, doesn't it? So I think my supply is definitely working, because it definitely, I can hear it coming out too fast for him. He's just about coping, and we're doing really well so far. It doesn't seem as painful as when I first breastfed Freddie, so I'm thankful for that. But yeah, no, it's going really well. So we're on day 8, and he's feeding really well. In the night, he's been feeding every 2.5 hours, 2 hours, which I can manage. It's not too bad. So yeah, we're doing all right. So I'll take this little opportunity now while I'm sat down and Freddie's happy on his bike to just let you know how the week's been and how the birth went. Yeah. So, yeah. So it was Tuesday the 1st of August that Ronnie came into the world. I started contractions at around 4 AM. They started off, you know, I wasn't quite sure if it was contractions or if it was just like this really weird stomach ache that I was getting. But after I've got it a couple, 3 times, I'm like, yeah, no, this is the real deal. I was actually, my mom's been staying over. She was staying over just to help me with Freddie before I went into labour. And so she was staying over. So it was actually quite nice. So she actually got up with me. And just kind of kept breathing through the pain. I ended up having a bath probably around 8 o'clock in the morning. Just to see if I can, you know, relax a little bit, but it was really intense. We decided to go to the hospital around 9:30. We arrived and they assessed me, said I was 5 centimetres dilated already, which I felt like seemed to be all right at home. I mean, I was screaming in pain, but it went okay. And then, yeah, so then they assessed me, said I was 5 centimetres. They took me onto the labour ward. I met the midwife that was going to deliver him. And there was a student midwife with the midwife, so they were together. And the student midwife actually was written down as, you know, as delivering Ronnie. So I asked for the epidural, probably about 8 centimetres. He didn't arrive until I was like 9-10 centimetres. He tried putting the cannula in my hand, but I was so sweaty and so uncomfortable from the contractions that it just wasn't working. But I was in so much pain. I just really wanted that epidural, and I didn't get it at that point anyway. So I ended up pushing Ronnie out not shortly after that, because I'd gone too far for the epidural and I had quite a bad tear, so I ended up having to go to theatre after I'd given birth. So they wheeled me off to theatre, then I got my epidural, bit late, but got it anyway, so they could stitch me back up, and then I went onto the recovery ward. It was a really short stay. I was expecting, because with Freddie I was in for like 5 days, so I was, you know, I'd packed my hospital bag for 5 days, And no, didn't need half the stuff in there. But yeah, it was quite nice to know that I was going to be discharged that following day. So I stayed in overnight after I'd given birth. And everything was fine. So we got to go home.
Home now.
Home. The midwife came the following day just to check on him, and he was a bit jaundiced. So we ended up going back to the hospital for some more tests. So we had to do blood tests. And then the blood showed that it was still high, so we had to go back the following day. And that was a repeat for 3 days. We had to keep going back to the hospital for more blood tests. And, you know, after I think it was the Saturday was the last day we went. And then Sunday, we actually finally got a day off from going to the hospital, which I was really thankful for. My mum was currently staying with us. She came back. Do you know what? All the days mingled into one. I can't remember, but she came. I'm sure she came back on the Sunday. Yeah, just to help me out with, you know, me recovering down there and 2 children. You know, it's a lot. Brad was working in the evening, Saturday and Sunday.
Freddie, wee.
Wee. Well, actually, Freddie, what are you doing, little monkey?
Wee gack.
You're wee-weeing.
Wee gack.
It's so hard to get a burp out of the little man. Yeah, so that's really been our week. So it was back and forth to the hospital, and Sunday we finally, you know, got to be at home. We took Freddie to the park and Ronnie for a little while, which was lovely. And then Monday we took Freddie to a little play area and just trying to get out a bit with him because it's, you know, been a bit all over the shop recently. I was really poorly 2 weeks leading up to giving birth. I was praying that Ronnie wasn't going to come too soon because I couldn't breathe. I had a chest infection, took my antibiotics, and that seems to have cleared up. Just about finishing my antibiotics from the birth, which they gave me. So yeah, that is where we're up to. We did manage Forest School this morning. So my mum went home yesterday. So it was like my first evening yesterday that I had on my own, where Brad was at work. Wasn't too bad. Brad's parents did come over in the evening, so I could get a couple of bits ready while they were here. And so this is my first. Oh, well done, good burp. I think there's going to be a bit of milk coming out. Oh, good boy. Careful. Yeah, that's a good boy.
Kitty.
Giving him a nice cuddle.
Dee.
Let me see. We don't have a cloth. You're just going to have to burp it all over me. Yeah, so it's my first proper evening on my own with 2 kids, and it's 6 o'clock already. And I feel like we have to start getting things ready now. So we are having dinner a little bit late. Sometimes we try and have it a bit earlier. But, oh dear. Yeah, I'm going to go get dinner sorted now, and I've just noticed my battery's dying. So, better go change that as well. Oh, darling. So this is Freddie's first time having a burger, isn't it? And I'm sure he'll eat the chips first, knowing him. But let's see if he'll give it a go. So just going to put the TV on. I was hoping little man was going to lay there while I sit next to Freddie. But currently, he's crying. So we'll see about that one. So I'm just going to stick the TV on and have our dinner.
Knock on the door. Toddler, sit on the floor. Toddler, here is my nose.
I don't think he wants it, darling. Nicely. I don't think he wants his nummy. We've tried to put nummies in and he doesn't want them. We'll put them back in the bassinet.
I'm also monkeys.
As you can see, he's got ketchup around his mouth because he only ate the chips. Did you not like the burger? He didn't like the burger, so he's just had chips for tea. I think we're going to do some fruit for dessert. To get some fruit in you. Careful, a little man. As you can hear, we've got Iggle Piggle on in the background, haven't we? Yeah, which we watched just CBeebies. Careful.
Teddy back. Is it walking the teen?
We're watching the Teen Tin.
Fun.
So we had dinner, we're back to feeding little man. And Freddie has got yogurt and apple, haven't you, darling? So I need to take my antibiotic. Just get myself a drink. Take my antibiotics. Take my breastfeeding tablets. Iron tablets. And then we need to go upstairs and run the bath. So he knows bath time, what it means. So what's going on here? You getting the spice rack out? Spice drawer, shall I say?
And that one.
Lovely. Just after I tidied my kitchen, excuse the medicine pile over there. I'm on antibiotics, Brad's on antibiotics. Yeah. We have put our washing machine into the garage now. So we have got this little space here where the washing machine used to be. However, what am I meant to put on the shelf? Because Freddie's going to pick up whatever's on the shelf, let's be realistic. At the minute, it's just my shopping because that's where I've put it. But, don't know, not too sure. I'll have to have a think about that one. And this little man is still awake. Which, I mean, I'm going to class as alright if it's nearly bedtime. But it's time to bath Freddie, so wish us luck. What are you doing?
The foot.
You're cleaning your foot.
It's hurting.
It's hurting.
Oh.
We're going to put some bubble bath. I haven't strapped them in yet, I'm aware.
Mommy, you're cleaning.
You can clean, that's fine. We're just getting Freddie's stuff ready for bed. Nobody's going to be best chuffed about it. So get him a nappy and a sleep suit, but I'm thinking it might be quite warm. Should we do pajamas? Let me go check the temperature.
Coming. That's coming. Now, Mommy, sit there.
So we have had a little bath, haven't we, Freddie? And normally we would get ready for bed, read books in Freddie's bed, and then go to sleep after singing Twinkle Twinkle. But however, I think he's just been a bit, with the birth of Ronnie, and Ronnie's in next to my bed, I think he wants to be with Mommy. So what we've been doing occasionally is
Mommy.
reading some books in Mommy's bed, haven't we?
Mama, what
And
are
then
we?
we move next door. So we're going to read Bluey, aren't we, Freddie? And then Ronnie's over there. Don't know if he's still awake, but he was awake. He's hit and miss with taking the dummy. I think he's got it in his mouth at the minute. Freddie took a dummy from a week old, so I'd like Ronnie to take it just because it just relieves me a little bit, because otherwise I know he'd just use me as a dummy. So we'll see how it goes. He's only in a vest at the minute because I haven't put his sleep suit on, and I'm going to get him a clean vest on before we go to bed. So I read Freddie his books in my bed. I did end up having to feed Ronnie while we were reading the books because he was fussing a bit. I then managed to transfer Freddie into his own room. We sang Twinkle Twinkle Little Star as our little evening routine, and then he went off to sleep, so that was really good. I then moved back into my room. I then was like feeding Ronnie on and off, like burping him, feeding him, changing him. Probably took me about an hour to get him back to sleep. Finally got him down, and then I decided to actually have a really quick bath, which I didn't film, but I just wanted to soak my stitches. So I jumped in the bath real quick, and then I got into bed and I fell asleep. I think Ronnie did, it was like 2 hours sleep, and then he'd wake up for more milk, another 2 hours. So that's kind of how our evening goes. So I hope you enjoyed watching it, and thank you very much.